Looking for the ultimate delicious quick breakfast? Then Turkish eggs is where it's at. For me, it's because it's a flavor-packed punch of garlicky yogurt, poached eggs, zesty butter sauce, and fresh herbs. There's a reason Ottoman sultans were digging into this dish over 500 years ago. Oh, and don't sleep on the next level crusty bread we're about to dip in it. But first, let's kick things off with the yogurt. This quick sauce is the base for this dish, and I've got 1 cup of full-fat Greek yogurt. Now if you have regular yogurt, no problem. Just add it to a strainer and let it sit for a few minutes to drain away some of the whey so that it becomes more dense. Now, to add some flavor, I'm going to finely grate in 1 garlic clove and then gently season it with a little bit of coarse salt and freshly cracked pepper. Mix everything together using a spoon and then be sure to try it. See where you're at. For me, I wanted a bit more garlicky, so 1 more finely grated garlic clove is going to make this better, and it'll complement the rest of the dish a bit more. Now normally I'd move on to the zesty butter sauce, but first, for a little more added goodness, I'm going to mince 2 tablespoons of fresh dill. Dry dill will also work. Now you can use the stems as long as they're tender. A lot of flavor in there. Next, add it to a small bowl and drizzle in a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Seems simple, but these simple ingredients are going to pop in the end. Promise. Okay, onto that butter sauce and over to the cooktop. In a medium-sized saute pan, I'm going to add in 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and you could substitute with olive oil, but butter is more traditional. Turn the heat to low-medium and cook until the butter is melted. Then, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of aleppo pepper and 1 teaspoon of paprika for a bit more flavor, and sweet or smoked is fine. Now, if you want more of a punch in the spice department, use crushed red pepper flakes instead. I've also seen cumin used in this sauce, so hit it with a 1/2 teaspoon if you want. If you're not familiar with aleppo pepper, it's also known as halabi pepper. It's a deep red pepper that has fruity and mild spice flavor profile, and honestly, it's awesome, especially if you're looking for something less spicy than red pepper flakes. Okay, back to the sauce. Give it a gentle season of salt. Remember, you control the salt content, not a butter company. That's why unsalted butter is key here. Turn the heat off, set it to the side, and it can hold for several minutes. Okay, let's bring this recipe home with the eggs. Any large chilled or room temperature eggs works perfectly, and there are 2 ways that we can poach them. The first way, crack the egg into another bowl, be sure of no shells in there, and then take it over to the cooktop. I've got a medium-sized 3-quart pot of water filled 75% of the way over low-medium heat. It should be a strong simmer where a few bubbles are breaking the surface. Next, and this is optional, add 2 tablespoons of vinegar. This will help the whites coagulate faster and hold their shape, but it's still not perfect. At this stage, I'm going to next create a vortex using a spoon by vigorously stirring in a circular motion, then dropping the egg right into the center. The white should wrap immediately around the yolk. For over easy, which is what I like, cook it for 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Then add 30 to 45 seconds more for over medium, 2 more minutes for over hard. Let's now fish this out using a strainer and just drain off any excess water by placing it on a paper towel. Now for the other way. Just another 30 seconds more of work, but with a huge benefit, and I'll show you why. But first, we're going to need a small strainer and a bowl. Crack the egg right into the bowl and let it sit for just 20 to 30 seconds. This will separate the loose, watery parts of the egg whites from the firmer egg whites, and the benefits are great. Just add it right to the water. There's no need for a vortex, and maybe even better, especially if you're making this for a few folks, you can poach multiple eggs at the same time. Love this technique. Okay. We are almost ready to plate up, but I want to dip some bread in this, and the classic breads in Turkey for this are known as simit and Turkish pita. But honestly, any artisan bread or regular pita, or even just a batard like this works perfectly. Slice up a few, and then you can certainly brush the tops with melted butter or even olive oil, but to push it a step further, I've got some garlic confit. If you're not sure what this is, it's gold. Garlic cloves that are slow roasted in olive oil until tender and caramelized. It's amazing, honestly. Check out my recipe on my hummus video. So using some of that oil, I'm going to brush up the bread
toast it up under the broiler, and to finish it, I'm going to spread on several garlic confit cloves, and I promise it'll be hard for you to not just destroy this immediately. It's that good. Best garlic bread ever. Okay, for the plate up. An oversized dollop of that garlicky yogurt onto a plate and slightly spread it out into a circle. Then let's grab that dill oil and drizzle on a bit of it. The combo of this and the yogurt is phenomenal. Now I'm going to add on a few of my over easy poached eggs, and let's not forget to give them a gentle season of salt and pepper since they have not been seasoned at all. Now we're almost done with this, but first let's not forget about that Aleppo pepper sauce. The colors and flavor balance of this dish is perfect, you guys. Then I'm going to finish with some optional minced fresh mint, or more dill is also good to use here. Then wait. Don't forget about that garlic confit bread. Now the Çılbır, which is the name of the dish in Turkey, is ready to go. But I'm thinking I'll need some coffee with my breakfast, and when in Rome, or well, Turkey for this matter, I figured I'd make some Turkish coffee to set this morning off right.
Fast, tasty, and a perfect twist to your usual morning grind. But if you're waking up like a bear in hibernation and need something to fuel that hunger, my steak and eggs with a side of home fries is the way to go. I've got a great recipe video. I'll catch you there. It's like an just balance of flavors. It's ridiculous.